Hello, this is Maradon126, and yes, you actually cannot see my face here, because otherwise my face here will be used for a parody, because there is a stupid ass kid user who's giving me a hard time on the internet at the moment. You'll all know him as Nasty Knock 97, to be honest, and to be honest, what he's doing is being a complete dick. Now, I don't know if this is because of his grandparents dying, or just because he's a nasty piece of shit overall. But he decided to basically be a complete dick to one of my friends, and when I'm explaining to him calmly that basically he needs to stop being a dick, he rages, he goes completely out of control, murder rages, and then decides to be a complete and utter dickhead. And the funny thing is, apparently, I was raging. Excuse me, kid. If you actually take a look at what you wrote, you saw about 20 bloody times. I didn't even. I saw maybe once or twice. Now, if that's raging, then I dread to think what a normal conversation is. Is it yelling at each other? Because pretty much, boy, you need to go do your education again. What didn't help with that thing was, well, the user Crash Bandicoot Spyro 12, he made things worse pretty much because he didn't know what the hell was going on. It seems to be picking sides and rubbish again, and it seems to be just taking the piss out of people who seem to be different. There's the user called Saunders, and well, I don't know what her YouTube user is, but it's basically, you might know who I'm talking about. Basically, Sandra, who's basically punked, I think 10,000's girlfriend. Yeah, and her friend Ruby. Basically, people take the piss out of them. Of course, they're not around anymore. So this dumb kid decides to take the piss out of me. Which, to be honest, you, as a troll nasty, grow up. You're boring. You can't troll for shit. Seriously, you cannot troll for shit. You might as well take bloody trolling lessons. Oh wait, it wouldn't matter. What you say, I don't really give a shit. In your own words, you sent to me last night. I don't have to put up with this crap. If I deem necessary, I will call it play. It's simple. Of course, you'll probably say, "You're never going to please." Kid, you haven't done anything that's worthwhile yet for me to do so. They say it because it's a resort that's there. You do it. I know exactly where you live, boy. I can do it. I don't care if you're on the internet. Seriously. I know, this isn't dox hunt, this is true. You live in the same country as me, there's no dox hunting. I'm telling you what will happen, simply. You're pissing me off. You're being pointless. You're being a dickhead. Yeah, you said your grandparents died, but you don't need to be an attention whore over it. Just because your parents are ill over that, you don't need to be an attention whore on the internet and a complete dickhead because of it. Yeah, your life's hard. So what? Do I look like I care? I've got my own life to deal with. It's the fucking internet. You can't handle it? Get off. Just get off the internet for a few months and grow up. Or get over it. Because quite frankly, you're acting like a goddamn 3-year-old who's hiding behind a computer screen. I'm gonna say something. Actually come where I live. Because you know whereabouts I live. Actually come here so I can punch your face in. So you actually can say it to my face because you're being a pussy. And this so-called tough guy act, that basically you're taking the piss out of me and my friends behind the computer. That just proves, obviously, 1, you're gay. 2, you're hiding something. 3, you're majorly insecure about yourself. 4, you're just a nerd trying to act tough because you're a major pussy in reality. So yeah, pretty much, this user has decided to be a dickhead. Now, I've unsubscribed from you, you dickhead. And if you make any parodies of me, I will flag them, and I have every right to flag them, because you have no, and I'll say it here now, you have no, and I mean no, fucking right to use my content, or to use my voice, or to even use my face. You do that, and I will actually press charges against you, boy. Just to silence you from the internet for a few months. Because that's what the police will do, they'll remove you from the internet for cyberbullying for a few months. You will actually be going to juvie for about a year. Also, because it's a serious offence, and you think it's not bullying, and if you think it's not bullying, actually, taking the piss out of someone with a learning disability, taking the piss out of someone who's slightly different, yeah, look at it, that actually goes sort of against the Geneva Convention, because you're bullying. The Geneva Convention doesn't condone that. Human rights doesn't condone that. I don't need it. If you actually want to do something, come to my flipping town. Yeah. Why don't you drive down from Bolton to Luton? Come over here. Come over here so you can say it to my face. But no, wait, you know what would happen. You know I'd mess you up so badly. That's why you don't do it. That's why you're pussy behind the screen. And you may think I'm here talking tough. No, I would seriously mess you up. So yeah, that's no idle threat. And actually, I'm allowed to say that because you got on my nerves. Nah, it's unlikely I'll do that if I met you. I'd probably restrain you and call the police. That's probably what I'd do. So yeah. At the end of it, this user's a dickhead, so everybody basically don't subscribe to Nasty Nork 97 on YouTube. Remove him. He's a pointless kid who just enjoys being a bully and toe rag. Yeah, it's completely sad and understandable that your grandparents have died. Yeah, fair enough. No, because your parents are doing that, you're getting no attention at home, so you have to be in a little attention whore elsewhere. Yeah, right. You're 15 years of age, kid. Grow up. I've had family die. My parents have been ill and all this shit before. I was never an attention whore on the internet. If I wasn't, then why are you? We don't have to put up your stupidity, simple. And later today you'll probably come grovelling back, saying, oh, can we be friends? Just to basically take the piss out of me. The answer still stands, no, I'm not going to be your friend. I don't want to know you. You're a dickhead. You can just stay blocked on Skype. That's final. You're staying blocked. End of. You want to be friends? Grow the fuck up first. Or better yet, actually come to my town actually and say the shit you're saying to me on the internet. Also, which you won't do it because we know you're a pussy. Because you know I'll kick your ass. Silly 15-year-old twig. You're not even 15. You're acting like a goddamn 3-year-old. And you think it's acceptable to call my mother that? Well, thanks to the compliment to my mother, but actually she doesn't need it from scum like you. Because you do this shit over the internet, you think you're safe, you're not actually safe. I know the area you live in. I know exactly what school you go to, buddy. And, yeah, you can call it stalking, no it's not. You can call it basically, I'm keeping tabs on you because I'm sick and tired of you. You're giving me hell and all that. You're giving me trouble. Yeah. And I've had it. The next time you do something, you even attempt to do anything to this computer as well, I'll call the police and basically blame you. You will be held responsible. I don't care if you haven't done it, you'll be held responsible, I will press charges for you. If there is not enough proof for basically a hacking attack, you will get done for cyberbullying, verbal abuse, physical assault, physical insults. Insults against my family. You'll get done for all that. I've noted it. You've done it about 3 or 4 times. That's about 3 or 4 counts of it. And you saw your head off, which is illegal. 1, I don't have to look at that. 2, I don't have to put up with that. 3, why are you doing it? I didn't do it. It's quite funny at the end of the day, actually. That it proves that 1, you need to go back to school and do English again. 2, you need to grow up. And 3, it's actually hilarious that you can't actually come up with anything other than effing a blind thing. Yeah, I may have done it a couple times, boy, but I didn't do it there. The worst I said was whore and dick. That was it. That was it. Which is true. You are being a dickhead because you're insulting your grandparents' memory. Because you're being a dickhead because of it. Because they're dead, your parents are ill. Sure, of course. Oh, I get no attention at home. I've got to piss off everyone else's lives. Not on, not allowed, illegal. Simple. Why is it illegal? It's quite simply, you're not allowed to be a dickhead. Simple. Which comes under breaking and disturbing the peace. 2. This is over the internet. Anything someone doesn't like can be accredited to cyberbullying. 3. You swore your head off. That's a verbal assault. We don't need that. And the silly thing is, people, apparently, when I'm talking at all, it's raging. Maybe you need a date with the dictionary or the thesaurus. Or maybe you need to go back to preschool and do your English all over again. Because you do not know the proper concept of the word raging. Here, I'll enlighten you. Raging isn't what I was doing yesterday. It's when someone is angry and is shouting their head off for no reason. Yes, I may have done that a few times, but I wasn't doing it there. That goes to you, Daniel, as well, CBS 12. I wasn't raging, and apparently I'm meant to drop it? Excuse me, I dropped it. You, Thomas Hillary, Nasty Nork 97, did not drop the subject. You kept going on. Quite frankly, you didn't know when to shut up, you dumb kid. Maybe the best thing would be for you is just to get off the internet for a bit. And grieve for your grandparents and that. But, of course, you won't listen to me. You'll continue to make my life hell. You'll make parodies of me. You'll use my face where it's on the internet. So, I hope you'll like legal action when that actually happens. Because I'm not putting up with it. And that'll just prove when you're in juvie. Oh, why can't I get a job? You've got... Duh, you moron, you've got a criminal record. That's why you messed your own life up. So by attempting to give me a headache and that, on a real simple note is, why are you even doing this? I mean, on a serious note, I want to know seriously, do you not like me? Fair enough. Or is it because you're a bullying toe rag who doesn't like people who are even slightly different, like Ruby and Sandra, and that you decide to basically be a complete dickwad about it and take the piss against people who have mental disabilities, learning disabilities, who cannot speak English properly, with problems with English? It's like different, because that's not funny, and it just proves that you're someone I never want to meet again, if you are. So be honest, if you do actually comment on this video, you 3-year-old child, who will be treated like one I've never spoken to again, yeah, think about it. If you're actually going to reply, actually think what you're going to say. Of course, knowing you, you just basically swear your head off and you basically get done for verbal abuse, knowing you. Because that's what teenagers do these days. They can't do anything other than swear their heads off. So yeah. Pretty much. You'll put yourself in the slammer because that's your own attitude. And another thing, change your bloody attitude. No one needs a moody 15-year-old douchebag around. Dumb kid. I say dumb kid because a 15-year-old is still technically a child in my book because of the way they act. And basically, you think I'm a wuss because I didn't join the Skype call? Excuse me. Your stereotypes still stand. You take the piss out of my mother. Yeah, you take the piss out of her. And as soon as I jump in the call after apparently pissed you off, apparently it's all my fault and you'll get me hell. Yeah, right, I think not. Thank you very much, you stupid child. Anyway, since I'm nearing the end of this, I cannot really say much more, except for this child should be removed from the internet, simple as. Now, I don't care if he's going to troll me, because he completely sucks at it. It's the usual generic crap, but that's about it. So I'll see you.